Good morning, everybody, on this super beautiful spring day in Toronto. It's sunny in Toronto. Yes! I gotta tell you, when the sun comes out in Toronto and it's spring, there is a feeling of, I don't know, relief or something. We made it to the other side. We're here. It's bright. The growth is beginning to happen. There's nice sort of energy in the air. Even though, we learn tremendous amounts in the darkness and in the cold. When it's beautiful, we've come off of 6 months of cold weather. I did a little calculation. So, yes, that is life in Toronto. But what I just want to say is, I just want to straighten this out a tiny bit. There you go. What I just want to talk about today is something not terribly complicated, although to execute, it is quite important. And let's just get a few more people on here. But what I wanted to just say is that if you are a person who is conscious of what it is that you're manifesting in life, because as a holistic psychotherapist and a registered psychotherapist, and I'm Victoria Lorient-Fabish, I didn't mention that, what you're thinking on a regular basis is going to have an immense impact on your life. And not everybody knows the notion how you can hack your life, how you can do a life hack, which is to facilitate your life, to make your life go a little easier, is to start to really watch what your inner sub-dialogue is, your subconscious dialogue. And a lot of people say, oh, I've done affirmations and nothing's working, and I'm doing all kinds of positive thoughts and my life's still not working. I hear this on a regular basis, let me tell you. But I have to tell you that it is not just about the top level thinking that matters. The top level thinking is actually very low in importance. It's important, but not as high importance as your subconscious thinking. Your subconscious thinking. And that is what I have to tell you. People need to clean that up. Because if you're doing all kinds of amazing affirmations, all is well, I trust in the process of life, I'm very, very prosperous, all this great stuff, but you're not paying attention to the inner thinking, to the thinking when you're not paying attention kind of thinking. This thought process is, this is the stuff that people need to get in there and really mine, and really get in there and sort of dig deep in terms of what's in there. What have you inherited from your family culture? What have you inherited from, your trauma experiences? Is there a lot of fear in you? Are you constantly expecting the worst to happen? Are you expecting things like events that seem promising, you don't celebrate them, you don't feel hopeful about them? I myself find, I come from, my own trauma background, and I find that I have a difficult time being excited about good things that are happening. It's always, what's next? And that's work I have to do on myself to kind of go, let me celebrate the now. Let me celebrate this moment and create a belief system. Of course the phone needs to ring as I'm here live today. Hang on, folks. We're going to be doing this. Yes. There we go. All right. Yes, well, in the land of live, sometimes we forget to unplug the phone. And that's what I did today. So, my apologies. All right, here we go. So sometimes it's so important, not sometimes, always it's very important to be watching what your autopilot thought is, your quick thought about things. And I have to tell you, if you don't clean it up, the same thing will keep manifesting. So what we focus on, take a look at your life and see what's in your life. Are you finding that you are, take a note of what's in your life, and what is in your life and what you focus in on is what will expand. And the thing about what expands, I want us to look at that for just a moment. I had a person say to me the other day, why do I keep meeting people who are taking advantage of me. This was a person who I was working with, and that was the question that was posed. And I said, okay, well, are you vetting them before you let them close into your life? Are you vetting them for who they are? Are you doing some background work? Are you, not that you need to be hypervigilant, but it was interesting that this person felt that every new person that they met, that they felt that they were being taken advantage by them. And I thought, that's interesting. So we did some troubleshooting, as I like to say, troubleshoot your thoughts. And we started to understand that this person grew up in a situation which was exactly like that, in which her grandfather and father were not able to have successful businesses because they kept on running into people that would take advantage of them and be really, really harmful to them in business. So we further dug, and what did we learn? We learned that they had a very deep belief that to gain, to win, is wrong, is spiritually wrong. To gain, to win is spiritually wrong. And so what they were focusing in on at the sort of subconscious level is that every time that they would make a forward step in their life, financially or whatever have you, they would actually get guilt and shame about success. And so there would be this constant experience of, I succeed, but when I succeed, it's actually wrong. She didn't know. She didn't know that she felt it was wrong to have success and shame to have success. We had to dig into the subconscious. And when we dug into the subconscious, we realized that her focus was every time she won or every time she got ahead in business or financially made more money, she felt shameful, she felt guilty. It was an autopilot, old subconscious belief that to be successful, that to have gain, to have advancements were actually spiritually not good. So she had a financial blueprint, as T. Harv Eker talks about in the Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. Her financial blueprint was, when I have success, financial success, I actually feel guilty, this person is thinking, and have shame, and it is spiritually not good. So, one thing I just want you to remember is that if you are at a top level saying your affirmations for money or for prosperity or for luck or for good things to happen and trust and faith, troubleshoot your underneath thoughts, because what you focus on is really in the subconscious. That's what's really running the show. So look and see, clean up any thoughts you might have about guilt, about success, or shame about advancements. And so clean that up and try and work on being receptive, to make your focus receptivity, and that all receptivity is good and fair. I like words like, it is good, it is safe, it is fair for me to receive and be successful. It is spiritually good. So you really want to work on any kind of spirituality you have that makes it wrong for you to receive, that makes you somehow not. It's basically what you focus on expands. So if your focus is it's spiritually wrong to receive, well, then there it is, isn't it? I mean, that's what your focus is going to be. I want to see if anyone else, thank you, Catherine and Tracy and a couple of others for coming on. I just want to see if there's any kind of discussion to have. And to me, the important thing for you to remember in all of this is that top level thinking, meaning your conscious thoughts, are important, but remember, what you focus on expands, and your focus is actually at your subconscious level. Fear thoughts, worry thoughts, shame thoughts, guilt thoughts, undeserving thoughts, all of that is living kind of deeper inside you, and you need to really troubleshoot them, clean them up, and understand that a real life hack, a real shortcut to manifesting the things that you want to manifest and to bring toward yourself good things is to shift what you focus on. And because what you focus on expands, but what you focus on at the deeper level is what is going to change what you bring toward yourself. Okay? So, it's a fast and important topic that you can work on. I am going to be doing larger hour-and-a-half seminars and workshops eventually. So join my group, positive self-culture, relationship culture, family culture. A lot of the announcements will happen there and on my main page as well. But this is going to be really cool because I'm sort of touching on topics that I'm going to expand on and teach you actual techniques to really reverse stuff, which I work with every day in the office with my clients. But not everyone has the ability to come in and see me, so I'm going to be really, really doing this at large levels. So, but I'm just trying to get people to understand the different topics that I'm talking about. And visit visualizationworks.com, where you can pick up my books. Find Your Self-Culture, moving from depression and anxiety to monumental self-acceptance. Lots of really good topics in here. And also Connecting, Rewire Your Relationship Culture. Lots of really good relationship-oriented stuff in here. Hi, Eduardo. Thank you for joining me. And also, can I ask that you share this particular, this wonderful talk today, because I feel that people need to understand that I find that there's a lot of conversations about high-level thought thinking, like your conscious thinking, but not a lot of people are talking about what's inside your thoughts, in the subconscious realms. And at the subconscious realm is where a lot of what you focus on lives. Fear, subconscious fear, shame. And the big one I noticed that is really, really important is, which I mentioned earlier in my conversation here today, which is guilt and shame about receiving good things and about growing financially. And that's usually something that you learn in your family of origin, or possibly in your spirituality in your family of origin, or possibly, in the religion, or possibly in messaging from community. Clean that up so you can focus on receiving without guilt. You can focus on receiving without shame. And I believe that that will transform a lot of people. And it's work I've done and I continue to do. So I definitely walk the talk in terms of that. Okay? All right. So it's a short one, but I'll be back tomorrow. And I am really talking to a bunch of people about joining me and me interviewing different really interesting people. Hi, Wendy. Nice to see you. So join me every day, Monday to Thursday at 9:30 a.m., and we will continue to explore different topics. Tomorrow I'm going to take us all on a meditation, so join me at 9:30, and keep enjoying the beautiful weather, and keep enjoying the positive thinking at a deeper level as well. All right. People are starting to join me now, interestingly. I'm going to sign off but replay, okay? All right. Be well.